If you're using ChatGPT regularly but do not have a system, you are leaving productivity on the table. Now, I use ChatGPT pretty much every single day and have been doing so for over 3 years now. And I've built a system that has taken my output and the quality of results that I get through ChatGPT to the very next level. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing this system and the best ways to organize ChatGPT for maximum productivity. So let me now walk you through it. So the first thing that I recommend that you do, whether you have a brand new account or if this is something you haven't done yet to date, is go to the bottom left of your interface, click on the little icon here and click on personalization. Now, when you set this up, this is going to apply to every single chat that you have in the system. So it will save you so much time in the long term if you do this. Now, basically, you just need to go through each and every single one and set what makes sense for you. So for the base style and tone as an example, it would make sense, this is a project management channel and I use ChatGPT in my role as a project manager, that I set this to professional. But if you use ChatGPT for more personal use, it could be research, it could be writing emails to friends, whatever you use it for, you might want to set something like friendly or perhaps even cynical, depending on how you use it. This is something that only you can answer. But you basically need to go through this personalization process. So as an example, I'd go professional here. With the characteristics, I might want to be more professional and factual rather than friendly and personable. So this is just a matter of updating the system to meet your needs. In a professional setting, I don't want many emojis. You get the idea. This is just something that you're going to need to do yourself. In custom instructions, this, as I say, will apply to every single chat. So the example I've got here is never use this. Instead, use the kind of smaller dash. Now, the reason for this in my own use case is that ChatGPT and most of the LLMs will use this instead of a dash. And it's just very clear if you see this that someone or the content has been created with an LLM like ChatGPT. So a simple instruction like this can prevent me from having to go in and change this every single time. So this is something that you're, again, going to need to personalize for your own use case. Again, in project management, you might want to put in you're a project manager, but it could be, if you're in the example given here, is it you're in law, you might want to put this in. Now, again, put in interests, values, or preferences. This is all going to be included in every single thing that you do going forward. Also, do you want to reference saved memories? Do you want everything that you type in to be kind of leveraged going forward, or do you want to remove that off? So there's lots of different things you can do here. There's also advanced settings as well. Do you want to search the web? Do you want to leverage the voice, etc.? Just explore this in your own time, and you might want to play around with some of the other settings as well. Now, the next thing that I'd strongly recommend that you do, and that is often ignored, is to be very careful with the chats that you create. So as an example, I've created a brand new chat here. I've just typed in no more chaos. It's an example of what this video is helping you to avoid. But this recommendation is that you change every single chat, the name, to something that makes sense, that you can reference, that you can find going forward. So as an example, this is called no more chaos. What it typically does is it will pick up a text string from the chat. Now, that might be completely random and it might not even make sense to you. But if you called this something like chat around improving productivity through ChatGPT, then it makes sense that when you go back into the future and you search within, search chats, it will be able to find it. You could even give each and every chat a custom code. That's another way you could do this. And then on to the next tip, what you could do is you could create a resource like this, a ChatGPT chat tracker. Now here, this is what you'd essentially be doing here. You could go in here, as an example, I'm going to rename this, I'm going to copy this, and then you could put that into the chat name. You could put, if it's assigned to a project, and I'll be walking you through that shortly, you could say, put what that is in here. So this gives you an idea of where to look in ChatGPT to find it. You could add some information to the chat topic, like this is all about helping me save time by using ChatGPT, something like that. The chat URL. So as an example, if you go back into ChatGPT, open the chat up, click this little drop down, and then Oh no, it's not found there. Sorry, it's obviously in the browser itself. Go here, press Control C, and then Control V. Now that shortcut might be different if you're on a Mac. And then you can put some additional notes. Now, whenever you open this up, this is a resource that's held within Google Sheets for me. You could hold this in another system. It could be an Excel sheet, wherever makes sense for you. But if I then click on this link, it will open up exactly what I need. It is basically just a resource. It's a tracker that you can use to better organize how you get around the system. And it's very, very good if you've got lots and lots of chats and you struggle to find those chats if you need to go back into them. Obviously, with a chat, you build up a lot of history. You can kind of improve your outputs much faster in time. So this is a really good way to kind of going back to those really important chats that you might be struggling to find. So the next tip is leveraging projects, as I have alluded to here. So as you'll see here, I've got a range of different projects that are set up for different use cases. So one is for house items, one's for a YouTube channel, one's for a website. Now you can set these up in various different ways. You could set them up for different projects. As an example, Project Alpha, Project Beta, etc. Or you could set them up for different processes that you have. There's lots of ways of going about it. But here I've basically separated my work and professional life from my personal. So if I go into house as an example, this is where I'm keeping everything related to my house. And all chats here will only be relevant and associated with the house. And all the memory that is driven in this project will be specific, and it won't pull in information from elsewhere. So this is really, really important to do, and to build chats specifically, in my case, to the house, all in this project. So that's the second thing I do. It's more of a grouping, and also it makes sense that when you come into ChatGPT, you know where to go. Okay, so let's just say in this instance, you could put something like house in here. So that is really, really important. Now, the next thing that you can do while leveraging projects is you can expand on your custom instructions. So if we go into press this little thing here, this enables us to enter some very, very specific instructions that will be leveraged for every project, every chat in this project going forward. So for the purpose of this demo, because this is related to our house, I'm asked for the LLM or ChatGPT to be specific and practical. I want them to reference real brands, materials, or styles where helpful. I don't want over explanation. I just want some targeted ideas. So these are examples of custom instructions that I've put in. Of course, it depends on your project and what you're looking to achieve, but make sure you fill out the custom instructions. Now, the next tip is uploading files. So as you'll see here, we've got two different types of files. We have a text and a PDF. But in this instance, I've uploaded our house floor plan. It's important that the LLM understands that this is the floor plan that will be kind of really important to every chat that we have going forward. So what you can do is if you click the add button, you can add text and you can copy and paste it in and give it a title, or you can upload a file or photo from your local browser, from your local drive, I should say. So this is really, really important to add this kind of context and information so that every chat you have going forward, so if I was to start a new chat in-house, it would be leveraging this going forward. So as an example, I've gone for, let me open up this chat. This is about getting suggestions for a paint color for our garden office that we are going to have done. And I've uploaded some images about this. Now it's going to take into account our floor plan, our preferences, our styles, all through those custom instructions and things I've uploaded. So this is really, really important to add those documents here. Now there's also one more thing that I do, which just absolutely takes this system to the next level. It's a secret hat that will supercharge what ChatGPT can do for you. And to leverage this for yourself, watch the next video appearing on screen now.